All right, you already know what it is. We got the DNF Duel full Spectre main trailer or whatever you want to call it. And just before we react to this, because I haven't seen the full thing yet or anything. Before I get going, I want to say that at the end of this trailer, I want to see a release date for the DLC. I think that some people think that I don't ever criticize DNF Duel. I criticize them plenty. I say that it's taken them a long time to get the DLC out. That's a valid criticism. I don't think it's something that needs to be said over and over and over and over again. Like, you know what I mean? If you spill milk in your house and somebody cleans it up, they shouldn't be talking about how you spill milk in the house for 5 months. You know what I mean? You spill milk in the house. You stop, don't do that. It's something that, you just acknowledge and you move on with it. And I don't think you should be holding a grudge that long. But, that's just me. We'll talk more about this here in a second. Let's put this on loop. Oh, actually, hold on a second. Let me change my audio settings just real quick. So, you're not the one that she's looking for. Yada, yada, yada. Let's go. Hold on. Before... I'm sorry. I like that they did this because if you know anything about DFO, they have it's what like a lot of these mobile games, these Asian mobile games do, or Asian MMOs. When they have 2D art, they'll have the art that like moves. Like her blinking in the art like that is something that she would do on a DFO website. So I can dig that. Leaning more into the DFO stuff. Oh man, don't leave it open for them. Don't leave it open for them. Coming in July. At the very least, they said that, right? I was about to say, man. Well, I was saying, don't leave it open for these motherfuckers to just keep pushing. She's coming in July. A date would have been nice. I'll say that. A date would have been nice. Let's try and analyze this trailer a little bit. Then we can talk about the politics or whatever whenever. So, what was that? She canceled a special, an M attack into another M attack. But I guess it makes sense because she's in the air. Okay, so you see that. Oh, wow. So I wonder if this is an M attack in the air. Like, how does this function is my question. Like, this isn't an attack, but it definitely looks like it could be an attack at some point. Like, they could definitely change it to be an attack. So she does, like, that one long purple slash move that we've seen in a little bit of their other gameplays. Then she does this move on the ground, obviously. And that's the move that we've seen in her other trailer where she spins around, of course. Hold on a second. They do so much cutting. I don't know why they do this. Well, no, they didn't. That wasn't a cut. Sorry, my eyes are just bad. No, it looks like he tried to attack. I don't know why Vanguard would try to attack, but yeah, she came down, and she came down with a quickness too. That is a pretty decent move. If you're in the air and you change trajectories like that, I'm a Hazama player on Blaze Blue, in case you were wondering. If you change trajectories like this, it can throw people off like a lot. And changing the trajectory with her, of course, they're going to get used to it at some point, but it's just a simple fact that she came down like that, and this attack goes into the air, so it's going to hit somebody in the air, and yeah, by the looks of it, they come down for this other attack she does, which she started with that attack. Hold on a second. Let's look at that one more time. We're going to have to slow it down. I know people might hate this, but it is what it is, man. Nobody ever says anything. So this purple attack is blurred out. I don't know. I'm sorry. DNF Duel really needs to hire me to do these videos, I swear. But yeah, so oh my goodness. I didn't mean to do that. How do we make it frame by frame? So she does the purple slash, right? And that obviously isn't like a M attack because there's no way she can cancel any M attack into any M attack. That's like that's something I would expect for Rogue if they ever put her in the game. DNF Duel, please put Rogue in the game. So I was right. It looks like she goes into a stance. I couldn't substantiate this before. I don't know if they ever mentioned her going into a stance, but that's definitely a stance. So I wonder what other moves she can do out of that stance. And did you see that she was about to do the same thing again? It looks like she was about to do the spinning move. You could tell because in this frame, the way she's contorting, right? And the way she's jumping is just the same way as how it started. So they are doing the same action twice. Wow, so she's getting into this stance, right? This is different from the other stance. This stance is using mana. And it goes all the way across the screen. You know how Ghost Blade does his 2S and it goes so far across the screen, but it's high? Does it count as high? It's not that it's high, but the way it goes across the screen, it's kind of awkward sometimes. Like, I think sometimes it has the capacity to, like, miss. This looks like it's going to, like, go straight to them, right? Like, you can tell because it starts here and goes here. It's going to be lower, so it looks like you might be able to jump over it in contrast to Ghostblade, where you can jump over his, but you're likely to get hit. But it looks rollable. I say all that just to say it looks like you could roll that shit. I really like this move because every time I see it, like, I find out something new about it. Like, you can cancel off of this into another M move. Not only that, but it has an ending that launches you up into the air. That's nasty. That's really nasty because if she can get down like fast enough, yep, she definitely can. Because look, she got the her Kodachi out, and she's switching sides. I guess they did that just so they could go into her super. I like this super, though I will say I think the trailer that they have on their DFO page for Spectre when she first released like a year or two ago was cooler because of the angles that it took and like where she was. She was like in this dark like gothic place, and then the angles changed. Like she, I don't know, manipulated gravity. We'll look at the trailer. Hold on a second. Let's see. DFO characters. Sorry, I'm like sitting at an angle. That was basically the trailer, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. Yes, Neo Spectre. Let's take a look and see. Does it show us? Is this the one? I don't think, it might not be the one. Yeah, this is the one. I like this. This should have been the super. They should have put her in this setting. Like, look at her zipping around like, yo, the cameraman, he's like falling over. Wait a second. I'm not done killing him. Pow! I like that. But this is cool, too. Let's look at these colors, since we got nothing else to do with this trailer, right? Oh, I can already tell you, I like 2. 1, 2. This is cool. I mean, her hair is... No, that's great. This is a cool color. I give it a 10. This color is like the invert, I guess. This looks good, too. I'm not normally a fan of black and white colors, but this looks good on her. I don't like this red one. I don't know. It's the red hair for me, I guess. Like, the other ones felt like they had, like, a lot more going on. I don't like this purple one, either. It reminds me of a mod that I have for, Enchantress, actually. Not that that one was bad, but it's just I don't look at it on her. This one's sexy. I like this one. She reminds me of Nina Williams. And Nina Williams is an assassin. Oh, they didn't show this one? Yeah, this one's okay. But if I had to rate them, we're not talking about like the default. Yo, number 1 and number 7, they're my favorites. They're my favorites, 100%. Hey, instead of like new avatar, what they should have showed was like new room settings. Like you're able to practice. Like that's one thing. That's another thing I'm critical of. I want to be able to practice in the open lobbies. I think that would be like for the best. And I think this trailer would have been better if they had like a teaser for this character. But maybe they'll do that in July. I told people when they first said that she was coming out in summer, I said it's probably going to end up being July because summer starts in June. I said I'm betting anywhere between July to September. So if we're getting her in July, fall starts in September as summer ends. So let's see, July from that starting point, we got August, September. That's 2 months, and then it's fall. And then after that, there's October and November. So we have anywhere between 2, 3, or 4 months before the next character. And guess what? Since we have 2 months until fall, and what's 2 months? So October, November, December. So we're probably going to get the fall character in October. I'm guessing right now, if I was a betting man, I would say we're getting this character, the next character in October. And then the character after that is coming in November. That would be July, 2 months. Oh, sorry, my mouse is acting crazy. July, 2 months. September, 2 months. And then we have December. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, and that's not all we got. Like, we're getting like a stage in winter too. We're getting a stage, and then we're getting 2 other characters in 2024. I can only assume that it's every 2 months. I hope that it's every 2 months, and I hope we have another season pass coming after this. But, coming in July, this is actually going to be the screenshot. Coming in July is going to be the thumbnail for this video. So everybody can shut the fuck up, and let's see what the comments say. So this came out an hour ago. I didn't know because I was absorbed into a game. We got 36 thumb downs, and we got 739 thumb ups. Let's see what we got. DNF Duel, this is the 5th time you've shown off Spectre in class. Okay, that's funny. I like that. But I'm not going to like that just yet. This might be an op. Who knows? I wouldn't be surprised if we get her exactly on July 31st. I really had hopes when this game first released, but between extremely late first major balance patch and the first DLC character late... What? I guess all 100 of that loyal players will return for Spectre. Okay. Hold on a second. The first major patch was bigger than most games' first 2 big patches. What the fuck are you complaining about? What the fuck kind of complaint is that? Like, the shit had 100 changes. Like, you know what? When Guilty Gear had its first big patch, most characters got like 2 or 3 changes across the board that really meant something, right? And like, I don't think anything else really like changed. Like, I think they didn't add that dash mechanic until like the 3rd big patch, right? Like, they literally added like I can't even get into that with these people. I don't know what that says. For a 40-second trailer, I'm pretty sure the Spectre's full version trailer. Spectre has been dropping combos in her previous gameplay. Alright, that's just a critique saying that, why do you have like 40 trailers for Spectre? I agree. Don't do 40 trailers for Spectre. Make 1 trailer. Nowadays, fighting games usually between the reveal and release for the very first DLC character doesn't take 3 to 4 months. Doesn't take more than 3 to 4 months, not an entire year. Okay. It's here now. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand the fucking the 3rd degree. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, you know what? I get it. And I've said it at the beginning of this video. I think that they should have done DLC quicker, but it's fine. Like, the thing is, I don't understand why people think that having a fighting game have DLC is like the thing that you need to keep playing a fighting game. Like, That's where I think that this new generation of fighting game players is spoiled, because what do you do for a game that can't afford to do DLC? I'm not saying that they couldn't afford to do DLC. Nexon definitely has the money to make more DLC, but how are you going to treat a game like, let's say, hold on, Blazing Strike? This is a game that I'm pretty excited for, right? And this is going off the rails. So, Blazing Strike, I known about a couple years ago. Like, Blazing Strike has been a thing for a long time, and it's being published by Axis Games, right? And there's going to be a bunch of characters in this game. I don't think it's more than like 16 though. Do you think this game, as good as it looks, as good as these sprites look, is going to have DLC? Do you think that this game deserves to have people being made fun of for playing the game? Or, oh, hold on a second. Sorry. This is going to be a long video, and I don't intend for it to be a long video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This game is going to start out with 14 characters, at least if this is anything to go by. This is a trailer from a year ago. I don't know. We had to ask the developers, but do you think that this developer, if they don't do DLC, do you think that this game has the right to be shit on because they have no plans for DLC, or they have plans for 1 or 2 DLC characters? Because I think within the past couple of years, there might have been a couple games like that. You know, Blaze Blue Central Fiction only had one DLC character? No, Blaze Blue Central Fiction had 2 pre-order characters, and then there was 1 character you could pay for, Susan No, if you didn't beat the story. And that's just how it go, you know. But nobody says anything about Blaze Blue. That came out in 2016. Season passes have been around since, well, big since Street Fighter came out. Street Fighter 5 came out, and Killer Instinct. So, you know, nobody wants to talk about that because Blaze Blue's an OG. But that's fine, you know. I'm just saying that this character comes out in July, and insulting the player base by saying it's just 100 people is fucking stupid. You look like a fucking idiot and a jerk saying that. You know, like, it is what it is. But that's all for this video. I'll catch you guys later.